welcome to another BSL vlog where I'm telling you about my training, the class that I've taken in order to get through to taking BSL 101 exam. I didn't make a video last week, you may have noticed if you've been watching them regularly, and the reason was that we have been practicing on Zoom, and last week on Zoom in our class we literally just did practice for the exam. We did nothing new, it was just lots and lots of practice. And that we've been doing that quite a bit, but we had an entire lesson, the only lesson I think we had an entire lesson where we were practicing. So anyway, this week it was exam time, and again that was done over Zoom, and it was a session where we could pick a time really to go, and I put my hand up and said I would go first. So I went at 9:30 was my exam, and I had a run through with the teacher. First of all, a little practice session, then she hit record on Zoom, and we actually then went ahead and did the exam, the signing and the finger spelling and everything else. It was quite rigid in what you had to do, so she wanted like no background at all, so I went against this wall over here, which is a plain wall. I've got a clock on the wall, I took that off the wall. There was just a tiny little cable in one corner of the picture, and she told me to take that out of the way. I had to wear a plain top as well, so I didn't have like this shirt with a pattern shirt on or anything. So I think it's quite, it's quite important that there's no distractions, I suppose. I also had to, normally I use my iMac, but you have to pick your device up and show around the room to show that I suppose that there's nobody there tipping you lines and telling you what to do. So I had to install Zoom on my laptop, and then I could use the laptop for the exam. So yeah, that I suppose adds a little bit to the pressure, because you're thinking there's all these things. So anyway, we had the practice, we then went through and we did the exam. I don't know really how I did. I know one of the criteria is to keep it under five minutes, and the practice was actually 4 minutes and what was it? I think 50 seconds. No, it was 4 minutes and 59 seconds. That's right, that's what it was. So it was like 1 second off the 5 minutes. The actual exam ended up being 4 minutes, and that was 50 seconds. So yeah, so that's fine. That's under the 5 minutes. I think you can go a little bit over. It doesn't matter particularly, but that's the ideal, and I was within that, so that's good. Other than that, there's various things that you're looking to do. So we were doing greeting and how you arrived, where you live, and what else did we do? We did the weather, and again this is backwards and forwards. So she was asking me the weather, I was asking her the weather. She asked me today, I was asking her weather yesterday. And then you ask for some help, and also you give some help as well, which is to do with directions and where you're going through a door and turn right and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, so we did all of that. So I think if I were to go through and say, well, okay, did we do it all? The answer is yes. So that is a tick. But of course, was I doing the right signs? Was the facial expressions okay? There's all this kind of thing. And of course I won't really know until the exam is marked. I was at 9:30, I was first. The next person was at 9:50. There was someone else at 10:10. That was it then for the day. Then in the evening, I'm filming this in the afternoon actually. So this evening, there's some more people taking the exam there's one at 5 o'clock, and, oh no, I think it might be 5:30 actually. And I think the last one is at, I think it's at 10 to 7, I think, something like that. Anyway, it's quite late, so it's quite a long day for our teacher to be doing it. Then she records all of these as she's doing them, she records them, then she'll go through them all, tick them off, and then I think they go off perhaps to the exam people, I don't know, but at some point then, they said because of COVID, it could be 2 to 4 weeks before we hear. My brother-in-law did the second level exams, and I think he said it was about 8 weeks before they got their results. Again, this was done during this whole COVID thing in 2020, so I really don't know whether I'll hear this side of Christmas or whether it will be into 2021, I don't know. But for me, I think I can say that I did my best. So if I haven't passed it, then, well, I can turn around and say, well, I don't think I could have done any better. I think I did as bad as well as I could. And that's all you can do in any exam, let's be honest. Right, pressure's off now. So we've got one more lesson left in this term. We're going to be solely doing the items for 102, which of course we have already started, which is to do with family, and we've been doing various things related to that. So no doubt in the final video, if I do another one before Christmas, I will talk about that. But that's it really for this term. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for all the comments and that have been coming in about this. I'm really enjoying it actually. It's so interesting to learn a new skill, and it's one that has really nothing to do with my everyday life at all. So that's good. That's a good thing. You're never too late to learn new things, and it's always good to learn new things, meet new people, and what have you. So I'm really enjoying it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will no doubt catch up with you in a future BSL vlog sometime soon.